You know, that's a good point that you bring up. I wonder how often people talk bad about different cigars and it's their fault that the cigar is not enjoyable.
Mm.
Like, how many cigars are really bad cigars, and how many is human error? You scorched it, you used a regular lighter at the house, you
Yeah.
didn't keep your humidity levels correct, therefore the
Or
conditions of it,
maybe it
it
was
hardened.
not kept good in the at the
In the
cigar
humidor.
shop. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
it's
maybe the
possible
cigar
that too.
shop, the place you picked it up from, didn't treat their humidor as well as they should have. You
Yeah,
know,
human error at the cigar shop.
it's way too many factors on the way that it gets to you actually taking that first puff that can cause a cigar to not keep its integrity all the way through the process of getting into your hand to your lighter to that first puff. You
Right.
know?
Because you can actually examine it and tell if it's pretty well constructed, the actual
Hmm.
cigar itself. You know what I'm saying? So from there, either it's just bad choices of tobacco leaves that by the actual, brand, or either
Yeah.
it's
No, no,
human
no.
error. It's one or
And
the
and,
other.
and, and and don't
Like,
get me wrong, there's definitely a lot of those. You know what I'm saying? I've
yeah,
had
yeah,
some
yeah,
cigars
yeah,
that
yeah.
are just
Every
consistently
taste
like, hey,
ain't gonna be
look,
for you.
your choice is tobacco, like, hey, whatever tobacco fills you you get your supply from, scrap that.
Yeah, go find another one.
Find a new place, yeah, find a new spot. But yeah, so but at the same time, a lot of brands are probably getting unfair shake just by that human error. You know, I never even considered that until this whole Padermo journey that we took. You know, going from my first couple of sticks with them to the one I smoked on this podcast, the one you're smoking now. It's like, man, I'm really feeling bad.
Yeah. See, that's the thing that's interesting about it, though. This is the unfair thing for the cigar culture versus something like food. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Hmm.
different. The shelf life ain't the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a way to make it survive, but in order to make it survive, it's all on the person versus food at the store. It's preservatives within it. It's gonna last
Right,
automatically regardless
right.
of what you do, unless you just leave it in the sun. You know what I'm saying? But with a
Yeah, yeah,
cigar,
yeah, yeah. Like unless you completely
they're
shit it
they're
down.
trusting the people not to mess it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're trusting the
Right.
shops not to mess it up. They're trusting the customers not to mess it up.
And then at the
And
same
then
time,
your
there's not as
opinion
many
is flawed
regulations
based
along the
on
way.
you.
True,
You say what?
true. I'm saying, and then at the same time, there's not as much regulation as there is on food. Food, you're making sure temperatures are staying at a certain place when you're delivering it, and then by the time it
Hmm.
gets to the shelves to be stocked and all that stuff, I don't, I don't know, but I highly doubt that there's checks and steps along the way as it gets to the, cigar
Yeah.
shops and into your hands. You know what
From
I'm
the
saying?
airplane over to the manufacturer, from the manufacturer to some truck, you know what I'm saying? And to
Like,
the delivery people.
are
And
they
then,
really? You say, are they really coming off? Hey, humidity level was this at? It's you know what I'm saying, before it comes off that freight. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Highly
that's
doubt that.
true. It's going to be
Maybe I'm wrong.
days in travel in some way. I would imagine there's days in commute before it's actually where it
Hmm.
needs to go. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of, man, days can mess up your cigar if not done properly.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I mean, I think that's where we're at. I might have to go back and revisit yet another Perdermo just to be sure.
Hold off on the Perdomo. We're going to say Perdomo's cool. Go revisit